do the community survey to really understand what are the issues that are most important to our residents, and also check in on how we're doing. There's some basic government functions that we really want to make sure that we do well. We need to make sure we're safe and that we're picking up the trash and we're picking up the leaves, and that we're treating our customers, the people we serve, in a way that they feel respected and appreciated and like we're providing great service. There's a bunch of takeaways from it, and it's really interesting. It's something that I would encourage everybody to go to our website and really try and read and understand. First of all, people love this community. They love living here. They feel like it's a great place to raise their kids. It's a great place to live out their life. This community's got a lot going for it. And one of the things we did in 22, we put together this commitment to the community that is, we will advance the community's values and priorities by engaging with the people we serve, empowering innovation, cultivating an inclusive and supportive culture, being accountable and transparent, so that members of the community can focus on what matters most in their lives. That last part of that promise, that commitment, is something that we're trying to make sure animates everything that our team does. So it's about making sure that local government is working for people in a way that lets them focus on what matters most in their life. And if what matters most in your lives is getting the kids to school, getting to work, and at the same time making sure mom and dad are okay, and that's all you got room for, awesome. And so we need to take care of things that would get in the way of doing that. Making sure the trash is picked up, making sure the leaves, making sure the community's safe, making sure you've got effective roads and you can get where you're going, making sure the roads are plowed so you can get the kids to school. All that sort of stuff. But if it's also that you're looking for ways to enrich your life through some of our programs, or you're wanting to find ways to get involved in the community to help people in the community who need some help, making sure that we're also providing those opportunities. People are very satisfied with the basic services we provide, but they're also not approaching the world as though everything's perfect. And so people are worried about some things in the community. They're worried about how development pressures in the region are impacting our community. How do we incorporate multifamily housing into our community? How do we look at commercial development? How do we make sure that we keep economic development? And they're also looking at it and saying, how do we evolve as a community? How do we become more diverse? How do we make sure that we're a welcoming community? How do we continue to evolve as a group of people in terms of who we are and how we approach the world? We started the podcast in early 22 because we're coming out of the pandemic and we've got to learn how to be neighbors again. And we've got to learn how to have conversations with one another again face to face.
It has been a great way to connect with our residents. I'm still new to the city, so it's been a great way for me to get to meet a lot of our residents and constituents, and also get them to introduce myself to them, because not many people have gotten to know me yet.
Just simply going out and finding interesting people in the community to talk to, and it's been an absolute blast. And to get residents of our community to spend 45 minutes to an hour thinking about other people in this community, it's really rewarding, and I love doing it.
It's been a pleasure working on that with Steve.
We always leave room for kind of what else comes up. What else do we need to look at? Because there are going to be things that come up every year in the community that are important. It's also a year where we will have 3 of our city council seats are on the ballot, and that is the kind of year that always brings up really important conversations. So it'll be a really important year for our community.